These guys are almost all the way up. These guys got so confused they have to come back and use the other guy's grapples. These guys have made it up the wall. I want to check something here. Okay, the Indians decided they would try to climb up here. And I was still trying to get a bearing on the controls, so I was a bit confused at this point, trying to get these guys to fight, but they end up just running away. These guys over here are still trying to get up the wall. Sometimes they get jammed up like that. French open the gate for some reason and then they close it. Most of my regiments are on the wall. This one guy comes charging at my lines and then runs away. The two guys got pushed all the way across the fort and ended up here. And this one guy, one of the two guys, this guy over here, will make it back to my units and live to fight. That other guy died over here at the base of the stairs. Right here. At this point, the Indians who climbed the wall are now charging my lines. But it looks like there's very little of them left anyway. And they get massacred, essentially. My guys are still a bit confused. They're still swirling around. I'm trying to get them into formation, but anyways, the Indians climb down our grapples and start trying to run for it. They climb down the grapples and they start running for it. And my guys decided they would start climbing after them. I think. Oh no, they're climbing back up. These Indians run for it. And then they join the rest of the Indians who for some reason didn't join in the attack earlier. And I don't notice them because I'm sending these guys down to chase after these guys over here. But it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, the Indians fire. I didn't notice. I still hadn't noticed them, and I was having these guys charge after them, who were getting fired upon by these guys up here. At this point, they're running for it. The Indians are getting fired from up top over here. And they're firing their cannons probably a distance of about 10 or 20 feet into the Indians. At this point, I noticed that all but two of them are dead, and I'm like, okay, well, screw this. And, the Indians are trying to kill us, but they've only managed to kill like 5 guys, so it doesn't even matter. Well, the Indians have lost a good number of their force at this point. At this point, I turn these guys around and have them start charging. One, because the Indians, I finally noticed the Indians, and two, because those canyons are starting to shoot at us. And the Indians are losing because we have the high ground, and they're basically screwed. While these guys go in for their epic melee charge. The Indians get off a volley, but it doesn't do anything, and it's all over for them. At this point, my cannons are still shooting through this gap at their troops. I have them aimed at the general. I'm still trying to kill him. these guys got confused again, and I tried to get them to shoot at these guys, but they ended up charging down. Oh man, my nose. It doesn't feel very good right now. Whatever. The melee battle is still going on out here. As another battle between my troops and the Indians ensues. Luckily we win, and they rout and run away. And these guys get ready to climb the walls as well. As we have claimed the walls, as you can see here by this flag, so they still hold the center of the fort, though. My guys are now getting ready to shoot into their into their ranks. As you can see, they're already shooting at those guys over there who got confused. That guy's already shooting. These guys have started firing down at those guys over there. And at this point, the French are pretty much screwed. As you can see here, the general's bodyguard got completely destroyed by canyons. The remains of them are hiding over here. These fleeing Indians are trying to flee around the back of the fort. But, already a small pile of French bodies is forming, as these French are getting obliterated by musket shot. A small pile of bodies is also forming over here, because the French only are using this many troops on this corner to fire at my troops over there. Slowly the French are getting worn down by musket fire, and they are getting killed. At this point, these guys are climbing up the walls, but at this point, I've still got most of my army just chilling out in the back across the river, just like watching the battle, not really doing anything. While these 4 regiments are just basically doing all the work. These guys are getting ready to fire down at those guys, and at this point, it's not looking at all very good for the French, as the pile of bodies here has just grown a lot. At this point, the Indians have stopped routing and have gathered outside the wall. I haven't quite noticed them yet, but it doesn't matter because this canyon right here is probably getting ready to fire at them. Yeah, the guy's loading, but that's an epic graphical fail right there. Anyways, yeah, there's just a huge pile of French bodies. They're still swirling around trying to figure out what the heck is going on. I still have no idea what's going on, it seems like. They're just swirling around. The piles of French bodies over here, here, and here are gradually becoming one massive pile of French. And it's not looking good for them. As the first canyon has been fired on the Indians, and my guys are now shooting down at them, killing them. And at this point, they're still running for it. For some reason, they charge this way for no apparent reason. I have my guys just taking pot shots at them right now. Then I decide to have them move into position to take the rest of them out. But then they're already wavering, so. And then they're routing, and then they run away. So then these guys take formation to take a few more shots at these guys, and then take a few more out.